1932 Ford 3-window coupe. Price: $57,900. Mileage: 3,000 miles. Location: Spirit Lake, Iowa. A legendary hot rod icon built with serious performance intent, the 1932 Ford 3-window coupe delivers the perfect blend of classic deuce styling and modern big block power. Finished in a sleek black exterior with a bold red interior, it captures the aggressive stance and timeless proportions that have made the 32 coupe one of the most desirable platforms in hot rod history. The low, wide presence combined with clean detailing gives it both show-quality appeal and street dominance. Power comes from a massive 502 cubic inch big block Chevrolet V8, producing immense torque and strong top-end performance. It is paired with a turbo 400 automatic transmission, known for handling high horsepower with reliability. A Curry 9-inch rear end with 3.50 gears ensures durability while still allowing comfortable highway cruising. 1940 Ford Coupe Gasser. Price: $39,500. Mileage: 123,456 miles. Location: Solon, Ohio. A classic straight-line drag-inspired build, the 1940 Ford Coupe Gasser captures the raw attitude of old-school drag racing with its nose-high stance and aggressive pro street presence. Finished in a bold red exterior with a black interior, it carries the iconic rounded Ford Coupe body, now lifted in front for that traditional Gasser look that instantly signals speed and performance intent. The combination of vintage styling and race-focused setup gives it a commanding and nostalgic street/strip identity. Power comes from a big block V8 engine, exact specification not fully listed but described as high performance, paired with a manual transmission for direct driver control and maximum engagement. The setup is designed for strong acceleration and tire-shredding torque delivery, typical of classic Gasser builds. Reinforced suspension geometry and drag-oriented stance improve weight transfer during hard launches, making it more suited for straight-line performance than cornering. 1930 Ford Model A Coupe. Price: $43,000. Mileage: 1,350 miles. Location: Mapleton, Maine. A beautifully updated classic hot rod, the 1930 Ford Model A Coupe blends vintage 1930s styling with modern suspension comfort and street-ready performance. Finished in a rich green exterior, it retains the iconic upright grille, rounded fenders, and compact coupe proportions that define the Model A era, now enhanced with a clean custom stance and refined ride quality. The low mileage since build suggests a fresh, well-maintained setup designed for both show and cruising. Powertrain details are not fully specified, but builds of this level typically feature a reliable V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission, offering smooth acceleration and easy drivability. The highlight of the build is its upgraded suspension system, featuring front coilover shocks and rear airbag suspension, allowing for adjustable ride height and improved comfort compared to original factory setups. 1923 Ford T-Bucket Roadster. Price: $22,900. Mileage: 10,000 miles. Location: Greenville, South Carolina. A true old-school hot rod with show-quality detail, the 1923 Ford T-Bucket Tribute T Roadster delivers classic open-wheel attitude with carefully selected high-performance components. Finished in green with a tan interior, it captures the raw, minimalist spirit of traditional hot rodding while showcasing a highly detailed, fully rebuilt setup where nearly every nut and bolt has been renewed. The compact, lightweight body combined with exposed chassis elements creates an aggressive, nostalgic presence that stands out instantly at shows or on the street. Power comes from a Goodwrench 350 cubic inch Chevrolet small block V8, enhanced with an Offenhauser 3-deuce 3x2 carburetor setup for strong throttle response and that unmistakable vintage performance look. 1929 Ford Model A Coupe Rat Rod, 5-window. Price: $25,000. Mileage: 595 miles. Location: Fall Creek, Wisconsin. A raw and character-filled custom build, the 1929 Ford Model A 5-window coupe rat rod captures the rebellious spirit of traditional hot rodding with a personal touch from a dedicated enthusiast build completed in 2018. Finished in a black exterior with a striking red interior, it combines the classic upright Model A silhouette with a stripped-down, aggressive rat rod attitude that emphasizes individuality over factory perfection. The low stance and minimalist styling give it a bold, old-school presence that stands out wherever it goes. Power comes from a Chevrolet-based drivetrain, reported from a 1968-era setup, typically centered around a strong small-block V8, delivering dependable performance and that unmistakable hot rod sound. 1937 Ford Sedan Pro Street Rod Tudor Slantback. Price: $19,700. Mileage: 100,000 miles. Location: Isanti, Minnesota. A vintage pro street build with classic 1990s hot rod attitude, the 1937 Ford Tudor Slantback sedan delivers timeless pre-war styling combined with old-school performance upgrades. Finished in a bold red exterior with a gray interior, it showcases the signature slantback rear design, flowing fenders, and rounded body lines that define late 1930s Ford elegance, now paired with a more aggressive pro street stance. Though originally built in the 90s and showing some age, it retains strong character and solid foundations for cruising or further refinement. Powertrain details are not fully specified, but builds of this type typically feature a V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission, designed for both street usability and straight-line performance. As a pro street setup, it likely emphasizes rear traction, strong acceleration, and a reinforced drivetrain suited for spirited driving. Having spent time in storage, it presents an opportunity for light restoration or updating while still being a complete and running classic. 1950 Mercury Custom Coupe Lead Sled. Price: $57,500. Mileage: 25,000 miles. Location: Tinley Park, Illinois. A true icon of classic custom car culture, the 1950 Mercury Lead Sled stands as one of the most recognizable chopped and customized coupes ever built, and this example takes that legacy to a high-end level. Finished in a stunning DuPont magenta/pink tone with a gray interior, it features the signature chopped roof, smooth body lines, and flowing fender design that define the golden era of custom lead sled builds. Family-owned for over 16 years, it reflects long-term care and pride, with a presence that commands attention at any show or cruise. Powertrain details are not fully specified, but builds of this caliber typically feature a strong V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission, delivering smooth cruising performance to match its laid-back, low-slung style. 1931 Ford Model A Sedan Delivery. Price: $28,000. Mileage: 123,456 miles. Location: Kansas City, Missouri. A rare and eye-catching vintage delivery build, the 1931 Ford Model A Sedan Delivery blends classic commercial styling with modern street rod performance and personality. Finished in a bold red exterior paired with a unique pink interior, it carries the unmistakable boxy rear cargo design and upright stance that made early delivery vehicles both practical and iconic, now transformed into a custom cruiser with strong visual impact. Power comes from a Chevrolet 4.3-liter V6 engine paired with a 350 automatic transmission, delivering reliable performance and smooth shifting for everyday driving. The setup is supported by a straight axle front suspension for that traditional hot rod look, along with a 10-bolt rear differential for durability. Modern comfort features like heat and air conditioning make it far more usable than its original form, allowing enjoyable cruising in a variety of conditions. 1953 Ford F-100. Price: $34,900. Location: Murray, Kentucky. A fully re-engineered classic pickup, the 1953 Ford F-100 blends vintage truck styling with modern full-frame performance by sitting on a fabricated 2007 Ford F-150 King Ranch chassis. Finished with the unmistakable early 1950s Ford body lines, rounded fenders, bold grille, and timeless pickup proportions, it delivers old-school looks backed by a completely updated foundation for superior drivability and strength. Built by Moore's Speed Shop, The craftsmanship reflects a professional approach focused on reliability, comfort, and real-world usability. Power and drivetrain come from the modern F-150 platform, typically featuring a fuel-injected V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission, offering smooth acceleration, improved efficiency, and dependable everyday performance. The upgraded chassis brings modern suspension geometry, braking systems, and steering response, transforming the driving experience far beyond the original 1950s setup. 1937 Ford Sedan Delivery. Price: $75,000. Mileage: 30,000 miles. Location: Aberdeen, Washington. A high-end custom classic with serious show presence, the 1937 Ford Sedan Delivery blends rare vintage utility styling with refined hot rod craftsmanship. Finished in a rich blue exterior paired with a tan interior, it features an all-steel body and fenders, preserving the authenticity of the original design while elevating it with custom detailing and a slightly modified stance. The 1.5-inch chop enhances its sleek profile, giving it that unmistakable custom look that stands out at any event. Powertrain details are not fully listed, but builds of this caliber typically feature a strong V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission, designed for smooth cruising and dependable performance. The focus here leans toward a balanced combination of show-quality aesthetics and real-world drivability, making it suitable for both long cruises and display at high-level car shows. 1933 Ford 3-Window Coupe. Price: $50,000. Mileage: 30,000 miles. Location: East Taunton, Massachusetts. A legendary custom hot rod with serious historical appeal, the 1933 Ford 3-Window Coupe stands out as a rare build reportedly created by the iconic custom car designer Ed Roth, known for shaping the wild world of hot rods and show cars. Finished in a bold orange exterior, it carries the unmistakable chopped coupe silhouette, aggressive stance, and smooth flowing lines that define early Ford hot rod culture, now elevated by its connection to one of the most famous builders in automotive history. Powertrain details are not fully specified, but builds associated with this level of craftsmanship typically feature strong V8 performance paired with an automatic transmission, delivering both show-quality presentation and real street usability. The design focus emphasizes both visual impact and performance capability, making it equally at home on the road or at high-level car shows. 1927 Ford GT Roadster. Price: $19,500. Mileage: 3,700 miles. Location: Palinville, New York. A classic open-top hot rod with vintage luxury power, the 1927 Ford Roadster stands out with its candy apple burgundy paint and striking white interior, capturing the raw spirit of early American hot rodding. The lightweight Roadster body, exposed stance, and clean lines give it that timeless, wind-in-your-face driving experience, while the detailed finish adds show-ready appeal. Power comes from a 365 cubic inch Cadillac V8 engine, delivering strong torque and smooth, effortless performance. The setup is enhanced with an Offenhauser intake and dual Stromberg carburetors, giving it both improved airflow and that iconic old-school hot rod look. A turbo 350 automatic transmission handles power delivery, making it easy to drive while maintaining strong acceleration. Overall, it stands as a traditional-style roadster, combining classic Ford design with Cadillac V8 power, vintage carburation, and smooth automatic drivability, creating a unique blend of elegance, performance, and nostalgic hot rod character. 1952 Rolls-Royce Silver Wraith. Price: $34,500. Mileage: 9,157 miles. Location: Ormond Beach, Florida. An elegant symbol of post-war British luxury, the 1952 Rolls-Royce Silver Wraith delivers timeless prestige with its stately presence and handcrafted refinement. Finished in a striking gold exterior paired with a rich red interior, it embodies classic Rolls-Royce sophistication, long flowing lines, upright grille, and an unmistakable aura of exclusivity that defined luxury motoring in the early 1950s. The low mileage and well-kept condition highlight its preserved heritage and careful ownership over the years. Power comes from a refined inline-six engine paired with a manual transmission, offering smooth, deliberate performance designed for comfort rather than speed. Known for its quiet operation and strong torque delivery, the drivetrain provides a graceful driving experience that matches the car's dignified character. The engineering focuses on effortless cruising, making every journey feel composed and luxurious. 1930 Ford Model A Roadster. Price: $16,500. Location: Janesville, Wisconsin. A timeless open-top classic, the 1930 Ford Model A Roadster captures the pure essence of early American motoring with its simple design and nostalgic charm. Finished in traditional roadster styling, it features the iconic upright grille, rounded fenders, and lightweight body that defined the Model A era, offering an authentic vintage look that stands out at shows and weekend cruises alike. Previously restored and recently upgraded, it presents as a well-preserved classic with a strong foundation. Powertrain details are not specified, but vehicles of this type typically retain a period-correct engine or a lightly upgraded setup for improved reliability and drivability. The Roadster's lightweight construction makes it easy to handle and enjoyable to drive, especially for relaxed cruising. Minor needs such as a battery replacement and a non-functioning gas gauge suggest light finishing touches rather than major work. 1946 Chevrolet Business Coupe. Price: $22,500. Mileage: 19,000 miles. Location: Moose Lake, Minnesota. A beautifully restored post-war American coupe, the 1946 Chevrolet Business Coupe combines classic Chevrolet styling with a full frame-off restoration that brings it back to near-show condition. Finished in a vibrant red exterior, it carries the smooth, rounded body lines of the immediate post-war era, featuring a long hood, sloping roofline, and clean, uninterrupted panels that highlight its elegant yet simple design language, ensuring a solid and clean foundation throughout the body and chassis. A new rear suspension system has been installed to improve ride quality and handling, giving the car a more modern and stable driving feel compared to its original factory setup.